Okay, hello and welcome to this weather update. April 21st. It's April 21st, 2020 and it's 4:20 p.m. and these thunderstorms are moving through Long Island right now. We just about finished with them here in Nassau, but they're now moving into Suffolk County. And you can see here this is the latest radar. This is as of 4:07 p.m. You can see some really strong cells and just really strong activity. The storms hit here with hail. I got a video of it for you. We got a true hail event, pea-sized hail. Really interesting looking skies, some pretty interesting lightning too, and some cloud formations too. Let's look at the lightning. Not a whole lot of lightning being detected right now. So I'm guessing maybe the storms may be starting to die out maybe as they move east. I'm not seeing a whole lot of lightning on the lightning detection here. We're going to look at several radars. We're going to first, all right, so the first one was the National Weather Service radar. This will be the Ventu Sky radar, so you can see exactly where these storms are, and it looks like they are just about to roll into the Hamptons now. Look at that intense line right there. This is probably where the hail is, and it looks like it's just trying to move east of Ronkonkoma. It rained for a while here after the initial storm, for a good half an hour or so. This is pushing off to the east. So we look at the other radar here. This is the AccuWeather radar. You will see again this line of storms that's just incredible over the east, moving east across the Hamptons as we speak right now. And it's still coming down a pretty good clip in central Suffolk, but we have dried out here in Nassau County, and maybe we'll be done with the rain. Let's go ahead and look at the rainfall totals. I guess that's what we'll look at now. Well, actually, no. Before we do that, let's look at the power outages. Not very many. 853 people without power right now. So the storms haven't really caused too many power outages. Looks like they've caused a few on the North Shore. Now, there was a radar indicated tornado. There was a tornado warning in effect for part of Glen Cove that was in effect earlier. That I posted up earlier. I don't know if there was actually a tornado there or not. Judging by the lack of power outages, I don't think so, but we'll have to see if there was. We'll have to wait and see if there was a tornado or not. Let's go look at the temperatures across the area. We have temperatures generally in the upper 40s, mid 50s. The sun is come out. It's starting to come out. For Long Island, we're still cooler because still just rained here. I'm curious about the precipitation amount. So let's go ahead and look at these rainfall amounts from this and see how much rain we got from this. So it looks like we got around a half an inch. Let's see, 0.33 in Mineola, 0.41, 0.45 in Albertson. So generally, looks like they got 0.55 around Levittown. So generally around close to a half an inch of rain. We'll have to see what happens when this all pans out with the rainfall, but probably around a half an inch of rain or so with this system. Let's look at some observations. Let's go to the National Weather Service here. We'll just close this up, and look at the National Weather Service site because we still have the severe thunderstorm warning in effect for the eastern part of Suffolk County, special marine warning, and let's not forget we have a freeze warning in effect tonight because it's going to get really cold because this is a strong cold front. So for our area, we have a freeze warning in effect, sub-freezing temperatures as low as 28 expected. So it could get down below freezing, and it's going to be windy too, so it's going to be a wind chill. It's going to get cold tonight, let me tell you. It is going to get cold, and that's why we had that very strong cold frontal passage here that we have. So let's look at some observations across the area, across Long Island. So Farmingdale reports the thunderstorm west wind to 12, gusting to 22, 48. Islip. Let's look at Islip here. Islip 44, thunderstorm, west wind to 15. So when the thunderstorm came through, we had a pretty substantial west wind that kicked in when the storm did come through. And it got pretty dark, too. Not as dark as night, but fairly dark. You know, it was pretty ominous looking, that's for sure. Let's look at the satellite. So here is the satellite. As you can see, we have clearing skies off to the west, but a lot of, cumulus clouds. But as far as the rain goes, I think it's mostly over with. So let's go ahead and look at the models. We're going to be looking at just next couple of days here. I guess there are no storm report. Well, the storm reports will be later. We'll have to wait for those. Um, but anyway, let's go ahead and look at the next couple of days here. And I'm just going to be looking at the Northeast on this one. All right. I'll go into a more extensive update tomorrow. All right. As far as longer range goes. So here's the front. Moves through. This is the GFS. Tight ice bars tomorrow, so we'll be dealing with the breeze, but it should be fair. And then Thursday, we start off dry. And then by Thursday evening, we're going to start seeing this rain roll in on us again. And this rain is going to be with us Thursday evening into Friday. So it's going to suck. And then Saturday, we dry for a little bit. And then the next batch of rain comes in Saturday night with this next low that's going to come in. So very active pattern, unfortunately, which really sucks. Just a train of low pressure systems here. Pretty much we're going to be dealing with once we get toward the weekend. So let's go look at the clouds. The next thing we'll look at here, because tomorrow is probably the best day we're going to get. Looks like we start off with some cumulus clouds. I'm a little concerned about cumulus formation over Long Island, New Jersey. Probably less over New Jersey, I'm thinking. And then for Thursday, clouds roll in, and then we're stuck in the clouds, obviously, right through the end there. I'm not going to go beyond that. You can look at the NAM, and this is the 12Z. Well, we have a little bit of the 18Z NAM, so you know what? I'll use the 18Z NAM as far as the skies go. So you can see what happens. Cloud formation over Long Island, but it looks like it keeps New Jersey clear, which means I have a decision to make. I may have to go to New Jersey and risk tangling with Murphy's Red Guard. So that's the only day that looks like it's going to be fairly clear. That's the NAM. We can look at another model, the RGEM model, as well, and you can see it just pops up these clouds very close to Long Island, where they're actually coming out. Just a little trough right over here that's causing some stability. So we might be dealing with some more of those clouds. And then obviously Thursday we have the clouds rolling on us. So we'll go back to GFS and we'll look at our temperatures, because it's going to get cold tonight. You can see your temperatures getting down to the freezing mark, or maybe even more lower than that. And then for tomorrow, Wednesday, we struggle to reach 50. It's going to be breezy and it's going to be a little chilly. And then Thursday, same deal. With the clouds rolling in, it's probably not going to get very warm. Probably not much above 50. We see some warm air trying to get in on Friday, but a front is coming through. This is all because there's a low pressure system. So there'll probably be a stalled frontal boundary right over here. And then for the weekend, 50s. And then Sunday looks pretty raw. So it's just not a great pattern to be in right now, obviously. Let's go and look at the other models here. Let's look at the NAM. Let's see how the NAM has the temperatures. 12 kilometer NAM. I know we don't go that far out on the 12 kilometer NAM here, but let's just see what we got. This is the 18Z run. So show you how cold it gets. See that blue coming down? So that's the cold air coming through. And this will be dry air too. If we look at the dew points, you'll see they'll be pretty low. There's dew points in the teens, down to the teens. So pretty dry air. Let's go look at the GFS for that, because we want to go further into the weekend here. So you can see those winds. The winds will be up, but then they drop off by Thursday. We'll have less wind. Should be lighter wind. And then we'll have to see what happens to the weekend. But it's not going to be that. That could be a potent storm right there. That's going to pass just over us, or just to our south on Saturday night into Sunday. Let's go look at windy.com. So we'll look at the winds for tomorrow. I'll show you we're going to be dealing with that wind again. All right. So as we go into tonight, you'll see we'll have some wind. And we'll also want to look at the temperature too on here, though. This is the Euro, so we can show you how cold it gets tonight. Let's see, 6 a.m. That's when we should get to our lows. So Euro doesn't have it quite reaching the freezing mark. We'll have to see what happens. It might just be underestimating a little, but there's definitely a chance that there's going to be a freeze, especially if the winds lighten up a little bit. And then tomorrow we struggle to get up to 50, as you see there. Let's look at those wind gusts. So this is what we're going to be dealing with tomorrow. So you'll see we're going to be dealing with wind gusts into the 30s. So it will be another windy day tomorrow. Let's look at the clouds. So you see, this is the 3 p.m. Euro. And the Euro has a lot of clouds over us, and some over New Jersey too as well. So we'll have to see what happens. But that's like, I mean, we're in a really crappy pattern right now, and obviously we can envy the people in Flagstaff right now, because if I'll put up the weather service forecast for our area, and then we'll put up the weather service forecast for. So we have sunny and breezy tomorrow, but that's the only sunny. They're saying Saturday will be mostly sunny, so we'll see. But still, if we were in Flagstaff right now, we'd be having a nice day. Let's see. Which makes it easier to cope with all this stuff. Look at that. Every day sunny and near 70. So beautiful weather in Flagstaff. That's the place to be. And I bet you they'll start opening things up sooner than we will. Wish I could be there. Anyway, that's going to be it. I'm not here to talk about that. I'm just here to talk about the weather in this video. So take care, and I have another video for you of the storms coming up shortly, hopefully.